You know what that sound means. It's time for Wildcat Football on Light Tube Sports Network. With Scott Chastain and Ken Keller. From the very first snap to the very last. One team, one school, one community. It's game time. Let's go.
We're going to see a 3-3 stack this week, and that'll be good because we're going to see a 3-3 stack the next week as well. And so hopefully we'll be able to move the ball against the 3-3. It makes it very difficult to run against. You have to be able to throw against it in order to be able to make them widen people out, or otherwise it turns into a 5-3 instead of a 3-3 stack. And so, we think we have an offense built for it, and we'll find out whether we'll execute well enough to move the football, but we think we've got a good opportunity. Well, the defense, it's a week where we've got to get ready for an offense that's similar to ours, so that makes it a little easier on the defense, that you're not having to come up with new things to key or whatnot. They do a lot of two-back stuff, but we've seen a lot of two-back. Last week we saw two-back against Pearl Cone. So, it's really, from a preparation week, it's an easier week for us to prepare than it has been on some weeks from the standpoint of schematics. You try to get plenty of fluids going through your body, starting hopefully all the time, but at the latest, you have to start by Wednesday putting a lot of fluid into your body, or you're going to end up with cramps. And, you battle that as long as it stays hot, and sometimes when it starts cooling off, everybody thinks, oh, it's going to be cooler. I don't have to have that much fluid in my body. But once you start going, you're still sweating a lot, and you're still losing a lot of fluid. So hopefully, though, we've got that. We haven't had a tremendous problem with cramps, so hopefully it will stay minor. If you are not able to make the trip to Hillwood to support the Wildcats there, stay tuned and watch it on Channel.
Welcome to Hillwood High School in Nashville, Tennessee. Along with Ken Keller, I'm Scott Chastain. Tonight, it's high school football, Region 5 4A contest between the visiting Tullahoma Wildcats and the home team, the Hillwood Hilltoppers. It is a beautiful autumn night in southern Middle Tennessee. Perfect night for football, Ken, and you got two perfect teams here. Tullahoma's perfect on the win side. Hillwood's perfect on the loss side. On paper, it appears very one-sided.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. Just to give you an idea of the size disparity in this game, Tullahoma facing a lot different animal than they faced last week in that 24-21 win over previously unbeaten Pearl Cone. Pearl Cone had 13 players on their roster, 280-plus pounds. This team, Hillwood, tonight, only 13 players, 200-plus pounds.
Tullahoma is tied for first in Region 5 4A. The Wildcats seem to have a nice track laid out to host a home field playoff game in the opening round. Ken, Hillwood got to win this one tonight to have any chance at any berth. They got to win out.
Yeah, well, to say they face an uphill battle, Scott, would be, to say the least, is an understatement. But, these beautiful night, it's alumni night here. These fans have been very hospitable to us, as the media and all the people here at Hillwood. And, the concession stands was great tonight. We broke away from our classic traditional ribeye sandwich and hamburger and had a Martin's barbecue sandwich. Pre-game, it was fantastic. So, hey, man, I'm looking forward to calling this game with you.
Martin's. Recommend the barbecue sandwich.
Yes, it was
Absolutely
fantastic.
Tullahoma and Hillwood have not played in a number of years. The Wildcats and Toppers played 3 or 4 times back, I think, in the early 2000s maybe. They were in the same region. It's when Tullahoma was in Region 5 4A previously with teams like Hillsboro and Nashville Overton. We used to come up here for those games. So it's been a while. Hillsboro, I don't think has ever beat Tullahoma. They had one or two good years, I don't know, 15 years ago, but this is a program that has struggled, and they're definitely struggling this year.
Yeah, they are struggling. They played 6 football games and only scored 13 total points, and they have not scored at all in their last 4 contests.
Ken, let's take a look at your keys to victory for tonight.
All right, as always, I do have 3 of them. The Cats' goal tonight is tap out the Hilltoppers. So TAP is going to be our acronym tonight, TAP for tap out. That's the first one, tap out. Long before he was WWE superstar, Ric Flair made a name for himself as the jet-flying, limousine-riding crown jewel of wrestling. He made his opponents tap out with his famous figure 4 leg lock. The Cats will look to invoke the mercy clock tonight and make Hillwood tap out. A, assess the backups. Hillwood has scored only 13 points in the last 6 games, so T-Town will build depth tonight. Coaches, coach your backups at every position as hard as you do your starters. They will be your future. And number 3, P, Phase 2 begins tonight. Phase 1, a perfect 5-0, the first 5 games of the regular season. Phase 2 starts tonight, and Phase 3 remains the playoff. Sure bet for that. 5 more wins there, we could become state champs. So the goal's 15-0, TAP. Tap out the Hilltopper, Scott. That's my keys to victory tonight.
Tullahoma has won 17 out of its previous 18 games. Hillwood has lost 6 in a row. We'll take our first break of the evening. Come back, talk more Hillwood and Tullahoma coming your way from Nashville right here on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Here with Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. We'd like to take this time to thank everybody for trusting us with their home and their business heating and cooling comfort. We'd like to take this time to remind everybody it's time for fall maintenance checks. They're taking appointments right now. We also would like to congratulate the 2022 class at Tullahoma High School seniors. Special shout out to 2 of those, which are our grandchildren, Mary Catherine and Owen Stroop. Let's go, Wildcat.
So the Hillsboro Band is forming in the middle of the field, and we anticipate a national anthem coming our way here in just a bit. Ken, how do you get a team up to face a team like Hillwood?
Well, I think you play against your own standard. You know, Tullahoma has been spectacular the first 5 games of the season, played some very difficult opponents, already beating Marshall County and Pearl Cone within its own region. So I think you play to the standard that you've set for yourself.
Tullahoma's captains are 45 Ethan Anderson, not dressed out tonight. Ethan and Brody Melton are both out for the Wildcats. Number 18 is Keyshawn Cummings. Number 11 is Chris Usselton. And I'm trying to see the 4th number. It's blocked right now as the coin is tossed in the middle of the field. Many of you listening here on 93.9 The Duck and watching on the Light Tube Sports Network. Hope you enjoy the broadcast and enjoy Light Tube bringing you Tullahoma sports live on TV. So Hillsboro, it's alumni week up here at Hillwood, and we just found out that this school is closing here pretty soon. I don't know if we'll ever be back to this stadium, Kim. We may be at a new stadium in 2 years when we come up here at what will be known as likely Bellevue High School.
Yeah, they told us that pregame, so that's interesting. One other thing I noticed in pregame is in warm-ups, Hillsboro, they were wearing black jerseys. Or Hillwood wearing black jerseys, wasn't numerals. They've come out with a Marshall Thundering Herd green here before kickoff. They switched uniforms.
They sure did. Tullahoma wins the toss and will receive as each team prepares to come onto the field. And we will take a break and enjoy the national anthem from the Hillwood High School Band. You're watching Tullahoma Wildcat football on the Light Tube Sports Network. Welcome back to Hillwood High School in Nashville, Tennessee, along with our producer Chris Barstad and Ken Keller. I'm Scott Chastain, welcoming you in as both teams are poised in either end zone. We're just about set to get underway here, Tullahoma and Hillwood. Ken, I think the goal for the Wildcats has got to be get the mercy clock running at halftime and finish this thing off.
No doubt about it, and that's kind of what I mentioned in our keys to victory. You know, get the toppers to tap out tonight early and get that mercy clock running quick.
So wherever you're listening, in southern Middle Tennessee on 93.9 The Duck, or around the world on 939theduck.com or the 939 The Duck app, or if you're watching at home in Tullahoma, Light Tube Channel 23. It's a gorgeous night. Tullahoma brought a good crowd up here. The Tullahoma band is here. Great barbecue, great hospitality here at Hillwood High School, and we are just about set to get underway. The Wildcats and the Hilltoppers will do their things. Wherever you're listening, it's football time in Tullahoma. The Wildcat theme song is played across the way. Ken, this looks like a stadium and a school that's about had its lifetime it was built for.
Yeah, it might be time for a new school in football field, right?
Well, it'd be interesting if because they're going to, right now the Bellevue High School students can play here at Hillwood. Then they're going to build a new school, and Hillwood students have to go over to Bellevue, which evidently is not far. And it's I wonder if that new school, what classification it will be. Right?
That's a great question.
You combine those students,
sure.
it could be bigger than this or smaller than this.
True. And we have a beautiful night, but we're outdoors tonight, and
we're going old school.
Degrees. Going old school tonight, about 75, 76 degrees. Very comfortable. Scott and I are out here in short sleeves tonight, and ready for a very good football game. You know, Tullahoma big favorites. But again, we talked about them playing to their standard. You know, offense, defense, special teams, coaching. So it should be a good opportunity for this Wildcat coaching staff to assess, you know, some of the guys that are not starters, build depth for later on in the season, because you never know where a key injury could take place going down the road.
Tullahoma in cardinal pants, white jerseys, cardinal helmets with cardinal numbers. Hillwood is in green jerseys with white pants and white helmets. Look a bit like, I don't know, North Dakota State maybe, or got that Hawaii H on the side of their helmet. Back to receive for the Wildcats, Joe Duncan and Jacob Dixon. The lighting is not especially good in the stands for reading notes, so we'll do the best we can here to keep up with some stats. And
just from general observation, you know, just looking at these two teams lined up on special teams, you see the size difference, you know, between these two teams. As we mentioned pregame, you know, this Hillwood team, only 13 players plus 200 pounds plus. The team Tullahoma played last week, 13 Pearl Cone Firebirds, 280 plus.
Tullahoma with a size advantage, speed advantage, strength advantage, know how to win advantage. Most teams that have played Hillwood have gotten the mercy clock going in the second half, finished the toppers off. They lost to somebody 63-0. So there's that. We're set to go. Tullahoma will be moving left to right as you listen here in the first quarter. Hillwood and Tullahoma. Region 5 4A football is underway from Nashville. Squig kick picked up by Stroop at the 27. Out to the 30. 35, 40, 45. Stroop all the way out to the 48-yard line. That's where Tullahoma will begin.
Yeah, excellent return by Owen Stroop. The one common opponent that both teams had this year was Marshall County. And Marshall County beat Hillwood 55-0. Tullahoma, of course, defeated Marshall County.
So Tullahoma will line it up at the
game.
47, first down and 10. Wildcats in their standard set, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, and the officials stop play before we run the first play.
Well, excellent field
Don't think
position
it's a flag.
for the Cats.
It was a equipment issue. A Hillsborough player's helmet came off during the tackle, so he's got to come off for a play. Ryan Scott's the quarterback. Keyshawn Cummings is the tailback. Your receivers are Jacob Dixon and Joe Duncan, Malik Grizzard, and here's a handoff to Cummings, and Cummings got 4 yards.
Yeah, wrapped up by the middle linebacker on that one, number 10. That was McAllen LeGrand.
So second down and 6, Wildcats moving quick here. Ball rest at the Hillwood 49. Scott hands it to Cummings, and Cummings still on his feet, barrels over a defender down to the 40-yard line, and that's a Wildcat first down.
Well, Pancake Posse getting dirty with it early. 2 runs out the gate here with Mr. Cummings, resulting in a first down.
So first and 10, Tullahoma at the Hillwood 40-yard line. Kim, we heard fans talking before the game, and it was not positive energy.
No, it was not. Looks like Reagan Tomlin's filling that tight end role tonight in the absence of Brody Melton.
Slotted on the right side. Scott back to throw long. He's got a man deep, overthrew him. You could see it, just overthrew Jacob Dixon. It's second down.
Yeah, initially Scott surveying the field, looking down the right side, then comes back left, right down the hash marks around the goal line, and overthrew the wide receiver on that one.
So 10:48 to go, first quarter, no score. Tullahoma with the first possession.
Receiver had a couple steps on that.
Splits Tomlin, Dixon, and Duncan to the right, Grizzard to the left. And Cummings is slotted on the left side. Empty backfield for Ryan Scott, straight drop. Scott looks right. Scott fires, pass complete. Duncan at the 25. Duncan down to the 19-yard line. That's a Wildcat first down.
Yeah, nice little in route, about 20 yards down the field right there. Nice completion, pass a little high, but Duncan did a good job of getting both hands up, securing the football. Nice run after the catch.
First down and 10, Tullahoma at the Hillwood 19-yard line, a gain of 21 yards on the pass from Scott to Duncan.
Nice timing on that play. Beautiful spiral.
Again, empty backfield for the Wildcats. This time 2 receivers to the right, 3 to the left. Wildcats really spreading the toppers out here, bring Dixon in motion. And Scott will throw it quickly to Duncan, complete at the 15. Duncan dragged down at the 12. Tullahoma moving crisply down the field here. They'll spot it at the 12, a gain of 7 on the pass. Second down and 3 for Tullahoma at the 12-yard line of Hillwood.
Cedric Owens with a quick tackle on that one at left corner for Hillwood.
Scott stacks 2 receivers on the left and right with Cummins to his left. Scott, little wide receiver screen intended there for Dixon, and Hillwood defender got a jump on it. We're sort of fortunate it wasn't a very good pass.
Well, I agree. Tullahoma throwing that pass from the right hash mark, so that was a long wide receiver screen, and it just took a long time. The ball kind of floated out there. Not a whole lot of zip on that. That was a long pass, actually, and it just short-hopped the receiver. No chance there, but good coverage there by Hillwood. They had a shot at tipping the ball away, even had good coverage on that one.
Tullahoma, third down and 3 at the Hillwood 12. 9:23 to go, scoreless first quarter. Scott, little pitch to Cummings. Cummings gets left, gets right. Cummings stiff arms his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Keyshawn Cummings from 12 yards away.
Well, Cummings scored the first touchdown of the game for Tullahoma against Pearl Cone last week. He gets the initial touchdown and points on the board for Tullahoma on this first drive.
So the Wildcats, Justice Chadwick will kick. The holder is Wade Collins, and the snapper is Reagan Tomlin. Justice Chadwick, preseason all-state kicker. He's done nothing to dampen that. His kick is up, and it's good. 9:05 to go, first quarter. Tullahoma 7, Hillwood nothing. This is the Light Tube Sports Network. Tullahoma drives 53 yards in 7 plays, using 2:55 off the clock. The Wildcats score on a 12-yard run by Keyshawn Cummings, and with 9:05 to go in the first quarter, Tullahoma leads 7-0.
Well, balanced offense, some good runs by Cummings. He caps it off with a 12-yard touchdown burst. Tullahoma also had a nice pitch and catch between Ryan Scott and Joe Duncan on that drive.
Well, we heard that Hillwood's best play, Ken, was the kickoff return by Darian Kennard.
Yes.
And Kennard, I don't know how many chances he's going to get. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
Chadwick's kickoff, 8 yards in the end zone.
Yeah, you broke that gentleman's heart that told you that. One of the media people for Hillwood said number 6, they call him Debo. He's electrifying with the ball in his hands, but Scott said, well, we got a pretty good kicker that boots the ball through the end zone. He might not get very many opportunities tonight.
There's one.
Yep.
Chadwick's got a chance to have a few. Hillwood will line it up. Lamb is the quarterback. And they'll line up in the pistol set. Lamb will bring a man in motion, hand it off. This is, it's like number 8 around right in, but there's a flag on the play. That's holding. This one's coming back. Holding against Hillwood. So that was Debo.
Yeah, it was. Yep.
Number 6.
So that's their man. That's their one threat. But, again, we talked about, looking at the results of the first 6 games of the season, this is a team that's only put 13 points on the scoreboard in 6 outings. In the last 4 games they played, 0 points in all 4.
So Hillwood will start at the 7-yard line. 1st and 22 is how the Hilltoppers begin this game. Lamb runs it to the right side, and he is popped solidly by Caden Bradford. Very little, if any, yardage on that play. In fact, there is no gain.
Boy, as an offensive coordinator, facing this imposing Tullahoma defense, number 2 team in the state in AP, this Tullahoma defense has been spectacular the last 2 years. How do you score points? How do you move the ball against a team like this? From an offense that's only scored 13 all season.
Lines it up, 2nd and 22 from the 7. Lamb back to throw. Pass out in the flat is incomplete, intended there for Debo. It's 3rd and 22.
Yeah. Matter of fact, they scored all their points in the first 2 games, and I had a close game against McGavick, lost 12-6 in that game, but they went 0 for September. They did not score a single point in the entire month of September.
It's going to be tough sledding out there tonight.
It's going to be tough
for the
sledding.
Hilltoppers. They're not a good team to face when you're in a slump. Tullahoma. Big, strong, athletic, fast, know how to win, hungry. Hillwood, 3rd and 22. Lamb going to throw it deep. He's got Debo incomplete. Just over the outstretched arms. Actually, that was number 4, if you'll help me out, Ken.
Yeah, that
pass
would be
incomplete.
Number 4, Cedric Owens. He had about 3 steps there on Landon Fouch at left corner on that one. He was there in a pretty strong arm there presented by the quarterback. He just overthrew him, but they had a potential 6 points right there on that one, missed. Just missed connection on it.
Ken, I predicted a blocked punt tonight. Hillwood will line it up and punt from its 7-yard line. Jacob Dixon is standing at the Hillwood 30.
Yeah, we were watching pregame snaps, and they were high in the warm-ups.
Good snap.
Target.
Punter gets the kick away. What a great kick. Kicked it to the left of Dixon. Dixon touched it, so he'll pick it up at the 46. Dixon's going to cut it, reverse his field to the 45, to the 40, to the 35 goes Jacob Dixon, and that's where Tullahoma will begin its next drive.
Well, Tullahoma starts the 47-yard line. Their first possession on nice kickoff by Owen Stroop, so they're showing good signs in return game. Nice punt return there by Jacob Dixon, who played an excellent game last week in that 24-21 victory over the Pearl Cone Firebirds.
He's been very good in every game.
Very
Jacob's
consistent,
had a really
yes.
solid senior year so far.
He played with like his hair was on fire last Friday night.
Jackson Sheffield is the tailback for the Wildcats. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Scott to throw. Over the middle, Duncan complete. At the 25, Joe down right there. And that'll be a gain of right at 10. See if they got the first down.
A second connection now between Scott and Duncan there. So
and it
nice
is
timing.
A Wildcat first down at the 25-yard line of the Toppers.
And things have started out perfectly for Tullahoma, scoring the first drive, force a 3 and out. Looking to put another touchdown on the board here in the first quarter.
Sheffield on Ryan Scott's left hip. 2 receivers to the left. Handoff Sheffield. Big hole in the middle. Jackson lowers his head at the 20 and carries a defender to the 15. That's very close to another first down.
Well, Tullahoma gashed Pearl Cone last week in the second quarter, and that young man right there, Jackson Sheffield, had 8 carries in 1 drive. So he's having an excellent season as well.
So second down and 1, a gain of 9 for Sheffield. This is Sheffield again, big hole, touchdown. Tullahoma, Jackson Sheffield from 16 yards away, and Tullahoma leads 13-0.
Well, that's a way to assert yourself, Tullahoma. You don't want to come out sluggish against a team that, you're prohibitive favorites over. They've looked sharp here early. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns, 1 defensive appearance, 3 and out.
Chadwick will line up the extra point with Collins to hold and Tomlin to snap. Snap's a good one. Kick is up. Kick sails deep into the Nashville skyline. 6:47 to go, first quarter. Tullahoma 14, Hillwood nothing. This is the Light Tube Sports Network.
Furniture and Merchandise Outlet is a factory direct furniture store based here in Tennessee. Family owned and operated for 27 years, we promise you hometown service and the guaranteed best price in the state every time. Come see our 30,000 square foot showroom with a warehouse to match, and we'll help you shop for every room in your home. Thank you, Tullahoma, for voting us Finest Furniture Store 3 years in a row. We look forward to many more.
Whether it's a home loan, a business loan, a personal loan, a loan for any good reason, Citizens Tri-County Bank is here to help you with the loans you need. With caring, friendly lending pros at convenient offices across Tullahoma, we love our community and we take pride in helping people get the loans they need. Citizens Tri-County Bank, focused on making loans for the individuals and businesses of our community.
Tullahoma travels 35 yards in 3 plays, scoring on a 16-yard run by Jackson Sheffield. And the Wildcats lead the Toppers 14-0 with 6:47 to go in the first quarter. And Justice Chadwick's kick is another touchback.
Yeah, Debo catches that one 5-6 yards deep in the end zone. Well, what a kick in the NFL last Sunday, Scott, is
66 yards.
Yeah, 60,
new record.
Man,
who was it?
I believe his name Tucker with the Ravens.
Oh yeah, most accurate kicker in the history of professional football, Justin Tucker.
Tom Dempsey held that record for a long, long time at 63 yards
Sure
since
did.
1970, and then it was broken in 2013 by Elam, I think, from the Cardinals, and now 66. That's a cannon shot.
Lamb, pass to the left side to Debo, complete. He makes a move and then is popped at the 25. Nice hit there by Brandon Painter, a gain of 5.
Yeah, nice block by the lineman, number 55, the center, Tyreek Lawson, for Hillwood on that too. He laid out a nice block on one of the Tullahoma defenders. But, yeah, we see the explosiveness of Debo. We've got to kind of keep him contained. But we got some good practice against explosive receivers last week, didn't we, Scott, with Barryon Brown?
Yeah, he was fairly explosive.
Fairly explosive.
Hillwood splits 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And here's a pitch back to the running back. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Big Cam Robinson over there for the Wildcats. That was number 10 for Hillwood.
Yeah, 10. That's LeGrand again. McAllen LeGrand.
Spotted at the 22-yard line.
Now,
so a loss of 3.
Surveying these rosters today, Scott, I did notice an anomaly of sorts. Both rosters have a Cam Robinson on their team. So we have Big Cam showing out on that one. They have number 85 for them is Cam Robinson. He's a wide receiver on their team. So.
Hillwood lines it up, 3rd down and 8 at the Toppers' 22-yard line. Lamb rolls right. Here comes big Logan Crouch. Lamb's pass incomplete. Not even close. It's 4th down.
Yeah, great pressure, but Tullahoma runs him out of the pocket. Martez Lamb to his right side, and he just kind of threw the ball in the dirt. He saw big 75, Logan Crouch. Scott, if somebody 315 was coming after me that fast, I think I'd throw the ball on the ground too.
I'm throwing it away quick.
Exactly.
So Hillwood will punt for the 2nd time tonight. He's going to get a lot of work. Number 15, Ken, is their punter.
Yes, he's going to have a weary leg. He's going to get in the sauna tonight. Chris Green.
Chris Green set to punt for the Green, the Hilltoppers. High snap. Green pulls it down. End over end kick that Jacob Dixon's going to let hit. Takes a Hillsborough bounce inside Tullahoma territory at the 42. So Tullahoma's worst field position of the night so far is its own 42-yard line. Cats lead it 14-0. 5:09 to go in the first quarter. So far, this game has gone exactly according to script. See if the Wildcats can continue the offensive onslaught here. As we begin to see, there's number 70 in for the Wildcats on that line.
2 touchdowns for Tullahoma, 2 3-and-outs for the Hilltoppers.
Pancake Posse is eating Hillswood up tonight. Big chunks. Scott back to throw. He's looking deep. Scott scrambles. Here comes pressure, and he's sacked. Got to feel that after holding the ball that long. Scott didn't. He lost 3.
Yeah, the offensive line, set a good pocket, but the defender came from around behind him and just he had all kinds of time to throw there, but just got to give good kudos to the defensive back secondary for the Hilltoppers there. Just no receivers came loose.
So Tullahoma's first play for a loss. And the Cats will line it up 2nd and 13 at the 39-yard line. Scott with Sheffield. Nope. Got a new running back in. Scott hands it off. Spinning gain of 5-6 yards. Ken, help me. That's Stroop, number 6, running that football.
It may be Stroop or number 2. I can't get to know when he turns around. That's
no,
Stroop.
It's Stroop.
Yeah, Owen Stroop.
Owen Stroop with the carry for the Wildcats. And Stroop picked up 7.
Stroop Tullahoma running 3 tailbacks so far today.
3rd and 7 tonight. At the Tullahoma 45. Scott again to Stroop. Stroop's got the first down and more into Hillwood territory to the 43-yard line. Owen Stroop with a Wildcat first down.
Well, nice little burst there by Mr. Stroop. So he's showing, hey, guys, give me the football. I can play some offense, too. I can run it. I know what to do with that ball in my hand.
Gain of 12. First down and 10, Tullahoma at the Hillwood 43. Scott, wide receiver screen to Dixon. Gets 1 block. Dixon shakes off a tackle down to the 36. A gain of 7.
Well, there's Mr. Dependable there in that wide receiver screen game, Jacob Dixon. Called him Chase again. His brother Chase played for the Wildcats. And speaking of former Wildcats, Cole Potter's here tonight, Scott. Made the trip down from Nolensville, and I know that you remember him.
Big CP5.
CP5
He carried this Wildcat team his senior season. He was the offense.
Yes, he did.
2nd and 3, Tullahoma at the Hillwood 36. 2 receivers to the left. Dixon in motion. Stroop is the tailback, and Hillwood needs a breather. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Tullahoma 14, Hillwood nothing. This is the Light Tube Sports Network.
Body Shop was voted Never's Choice Small Business of the Year by the Tullahoma Area Chamber of Commerce for 2016, and we work daily to earn that award from every one of our customers. We specialize in using the most current technology available, including environmentally friendly waterborne paint. We work with all insurance companies and will gladly help you with any insurance claims or questions you may have. Call us at 931-455-2570 or come by our new office located at 606 South Jefferson Street. Be sure to look for the
Dentistry understands you never get a second chance to make a good first impression, and your smile is an important part of that impression. That's why they put together the most experienced, friendly, and professional staff. Add to that the most sophisticated diagnostic and treatment technology available. The result is a winning smile so powerful you could break ice with it. Visit the smile experts at Glick & Woods Family Dentistry and let your smile be the first thing people notice about you. Glick & Woods Family Dentistry, glickandwoods.com, or find them on Facebook.
2nd and 3 for the Wildcats. Tullahoma has the ball at the Hillwood 36-yard line. 2 receivers wide to the right, 3 wide left. And here's a pitch to Dixon. Little shuffle pass, and that got nothing. He lost yardage.
Yeah, the Toppers blew that one up. Number 10 again. We've called him LeGrand. He's a menace on the middle of that defense for Hillwood.
Tullahoma lost a yard. 3rd and 4 at the Hillwood 37. You know, just when you think you've kind of reached a spot in your career, Ken, when you enjoy certain luxuries, here we are out on the bleachers again.
Oh, man, it's awesome.
Handoff inside Stroop, first down and more, 30, 25-20. Stroop down to the 15-yard line. That's a Wildcat first down.
Well, Scott, in my notes, I just wrote down Owen Stroop, 2 nice runs on this drive. That was his best one. 3 excellent runs there by number 6, Owen Stroop, giving the other 2 running backs a breather right now on this drive.
Gain of 22 yards. Tullahoma has it at the 15. Handoff Stroop. Stroop close to the 5 and close to another first down, and he's a little shaken up.
Yeah, he's going to come off limping just a bit there, so looks like Sheffield's going to come back in. No, 27's into the game at running back. They get that number 27.
Gain of 8 on the last carry by Stroop. 2nd and 2 Wildcats at the Hillwood 6.
Colby Tucker, 27, I saw run in.
Colby Tucker is in the backfield along with Keyshawn Cummins. So Tullahoma has Tucker as the H-back. Handoff Cummings. Cummings cuts it to the right side. Keyshawn into the end zone for the touchdown. 6 yards away, Keyshawn Cummings scores touchdown number 3 for Tullahoma.
And that's the second TD of the night for the Diesel. Number 18, Mr. Keyshawn Cummings. And really that drive, you know, some excellent runs there by Owen Stroop. Nice blocking. Outside the one negative play, the sack we had, Tullahoma executed a 3rd and 4, and they convert and finish the drive with a touchdown.
Stroop showing excellent quickness there at running back. Justice Chadwick's point after attempt is up and good. 1:15 to go in the first quarter. Tullahoma 21, Hillwood nothing. This is the Light Tube Sports Network.
Looking for that special place to eat, a place that makes you feel like home? If so, the Sundrop Shop is the place to go. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 8 to 3, the Sundrop Shop has a menu to satisfy everyone's taste buds. Their soups, sandwiches, salads, and breakfasts are made from scratch, served all day long. And don't forget their selection of handmade frozen treats from milkshakes to sundaes. The Sundrop Shop is a proud sponsor of the Talk of T-Town and always enjoy celebrating the success of our Tullahoma students. Join us as we say, Go
Football
Cats!
time in Tennessee, and nobody tackles the competition like the Russell Barnett Automotive family. With 6 locations to serve you, certified collision center, over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from at russellbarnett.com, hometown auto rental, limited lifetime powertrain warranty on certain units, certified pre-owned units. Too many reasons to mention why. Keep asking the question, why buy anywhere else?
So Tullahoma drives 58 yards in 8 plays using 4.5 minutes off the clock and scores on a 6-yard run by Keyshawn Cummings. The Wildcats lead 21-0 with 1:15 to go in the first quarter. That kick is returnable by 10. LeGrand to the 10, LeGrand to the 15, and that's where Hillwood will start their next drive.
Well, I tell
you what. Should have just let it go.
Yeah, the PA announcer's not giving up. He's rooting his home team on. He said, what time is it? What time is it? It's topper time. Well, it's TD time for Tullahoma. Pretty efficient on offense here, Scott. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
So Hillwood struggling to stay in the game here in the first quarter, Ken. They got to have a score here to stay in the game.
Well, they've got to put the ball in their playmaker's hand. Number 6, Debo, got to find a way to get him on the edge and get him in the open field. They had one long pass incompletion earlier. They had a shot at a touchdown on. They misconnected quarterback to receiver.
Ethan Hargrove is in for the Wildcats. Evan Tomlin is in for Tullahoma. Chris Usselton at a cornerback. Lamb hands it off. Straight up the middle, no room. Loss of a yard or two. See Robinson in there for the Cats along with Painter, as LeGrand had very little room.
Well, the Wildcats capitalizing on their size advantage, just mauling the Hilltoppers on both sides of the line of scrimmage right now in this first quarter.
Loss of 2. 2nd and 12, Hillwood at the Toppers 13. It's got to be disheartening to play for this team, don't you think?
It does. Yeah.
I mean, you feel sorry for the kids, kind of.
Mm-hmm. Talk about a mismatch. I mean,
Hillwood 2nd and 12. Every game's been a mismatch for them.
Sure has.
They'll have to play Glencliff at some point. Lamb's pass out in the flat, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 12.
Tullahoma
Lamb
there.
seems to hurry, Ken.
Yeah, he does. He really turns loose the ball before he really needs to, but that might be a result of the pressure Tullahoma's putting on him. For the Wildcats on the coverage, that was number 7 for Tullahoma, Evan Tomlin. And Tullahoma already getting lots of substitutes into this game early. Saw it in the running game.
Defensive line is Zach Swiger, Cam Robinson, Cole Proctor, and Caden Bradford. 3rd and 12 for the Toppers at their 12-yard line. Lamb rolls right, looks back left, being chased out of the pocket. His pass incomplete. Tipped there by Tucker. Caden Tucker got a hand on it. It's 4th down.
Well, we've seen 2 Tuckers out there already tonight, and so Caden gets his first hand fingertips on a ball tonight. It probably will not be his last. Tullahoma forces another punt, so that's 3 3-and-outs forced by this THS defense. No first downs for the Hilltoppers.
5 yards gained offense. There's the snap. Gets the punt away. Chris Usselton this time will catch it at the 45-40, 35-30. Usselton breaks the tackle at the 25. He's gone. Chris Usselton breaks through 5-6 tackles and scores, 45-yard kick, punt return for the Wildcats.
Yeah, great anticipation. He just timed it. The nice hop comes in and charged the ball, much like an outfielder on a one-hopper to center field. He took the ball, never broke stride, and did break away from 2 tackles, and he was not to be denied. I know that his grandfather, Mr. Ralph White, is smiling from ear to ear now, Scott. Beautiful return.
So
Special teams touchdown.
The first quarter has come to a close. This will be ended. The extra point attempt by Tullahoma. Chadwick on the hold from Collins and the snap from Tomlin. 28 points, 27 in the first quarter for the Wildcats. That's efficiency. Snap is down. Chadwick's kick is perfect. We've played 12 minutes here at Hillwood High School, and Tullahoma leads Hillwood 28-0. This is the Light Tube Sports Network.
Design has a new location, and our design team is ready to help you kick off the fall season. Let's go! Stop by and let our design team help you score a touchdown with the perfect gift from Woodard's. Touchdown!
We will talk with Tullahoma head coach John Olive here at the end of the game tonight.
Well, he's sure going to like what he sees so far.
Tullahoma set to kick off. The Wildcats now moving right to left. The whole game has been played to our right. Now maybe we'll get a little action in front of us here as we are in the stands here at Hillwood High School, the home stands. And Chadwick's approach. Chadwick's kick is a monster. 6 yards in the end zone again. No chance for Debo. Got to watch that, Debo.
We'll tell them 4 touchdowns, 1 non-offensive touchdown, a not on special teams punt return, touchdown, 3 3-and-outs. Man, I mean, that's the perfect quarter, right? You have the ball 4 times, you score 4 touchdowns. The other team has it 3, you force 3 punts. Scott, the best play for Hillwood so far has been the center to punter snap.
Yeah, it's been a solid play for the Toppers. Can they have 0.1 net yard in the first quarter? 1 yard for Hillwood. 28-0 Wildcats. Tullahoma 1 touchdown and extra point away from getting the mercy clock running. Now, I don't think it runs till the second half. So Hillwood will line it up. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Lamb's going to keep it himself. He's got a little running room. Lamb out to the 24-yard line, and he's stacked up there.
Yeah, it's a play we see even in the pros. Trevor Lawrence was running that play last night against the Cincinnati Bengals for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Just that fake handoff. You got an athletic quarterback that can stick that foot in the ground, juke the defensive end, and get past him and get positive yardage. So nice run right there by Lamb, the quarterback.
4 yards for Lamb. And Hillwood now 2nd and 6 at the Topper 25.
Hillwood just looking for a first down, Scott.
They are. They're first of the game. Lamb from the shotgun. Has 2 receivers to the right. Bobbles the snap. Now he'll throw a flare pass complete at the 20. Out to the 24. So a loss of a yard or 2 on the pass from Lamb.
Yeah, that pass was complete to Rashad McDowell, number 5. Going to set up a 3rd and 5. They're trying to convert their first 3rd down of the game for a first down. Been unsuccessful on 3rd downs thus far, 0 for 3.
10:45 to go, first half. Tullahoma leads Hillwood 28-0. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast tonight. Had a couple of hundred Tullahoma fans made the trip. Lamb on 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Straight drop. Lamb's pass is incomplete. Intended out there for 5, but Tomlin and Usselton were there for the Wildcats.
Yeah, as was big 66, big J.T. Taylor, Jaden Taylor with the pressure up the middle. So 4th and 5, here comes another punt for the Toppers, and Chris Usselton's going to get an encore opportunity. The last time he touched the ball, that resulted in a punt return touchdown for these Wildcats.
See if they punt it to Chris again. Tullahoma with the rush on, just got it away. It may have been tipped as it goes off to the side. Ken, I think Reagan Tomlin may have got a fingertip on that.
Well, you called it tonight. You said we was going to get a piece of block of punt, so that may have been it right there. Well, Tullahoma has been the benefactor of outstanding field position based on this defense just totally stymieing Hillwood right now. They can get zilch going offensively, not even any first downs. 10-19 to get left in the first half. Cats up 28-0.
Tullahoma has it at the 50-yard line as they will begin this drive with Sheffield as the tailback and Wade Collins, I think, is the quarterback. Yes, Wade Collins at quarterback. Timeout, Hillwood. 10:19 to go in the half. Tullahoma leads 28-0. This is the Light Tube Sports Network.
Did you know that Tullahoma Utilities Authority has a solar farm right here in Tullahoma? For as little as $4 a month, you can support solar energy production and breathe a little easier, knowing you're taking positive action to reduce your carbon footprint. Call 455-4515.
Citizens Tri-County Bank has the checking, loans, savings, and traditional banking services you want. Plus free internet banking and bill pay, bank your change, Visa gift card, and lots more state-of-the-art banking services. We focus on the service and services you want. So you can bank when, where, and how you want. At our offices or from just about anywhere. Citizens Tri-County Bank, the only community bank you'll ever need.
Ken, Tullahoma going to second team quarterback to start the second quarter. Your thoughts?
I think it's a great idea. You know, again, it's a long season. We're in phase 2, 5-0 the first half of the season.
Giving some live reps with the first team.
Sure.
You don't get many of those chances.
That's right.
In high school football. So Wade Collins in quarterback for the Wildcats. Sheffield the tailback. Collins will hand it to Sheffield. Sheffield reverses direction and just slithers his way all the way down to the 41-yard line of Hillwood. That's a gain of 9 for Jackson.
Yeah, that pancake posse, big Caden Bradford down the field, knocking guys over like bowling balls. So that pancake posse, all those guys vying for the pancakes at the Sundrop shop. Who's going to win it this week? I see several candidates out there vying for those pancakes.
Well, you certainly give them free promotions every week. You must be getting free pancakes.
Hey, I'm not big
Hillwood
enough to knock
lined up
guys out
offside,
like that.
no flag.
Yeah.
Sheffield, big hole right side, 35, 30, 25, 20. Jackson Sheffield lumbers to the 17-yard line. That's a Wildcat first down.
Yeah, Wildcats interior line just mauling. And Sheffield does such a great job of following his blockers. Excellent high school running back. He's done well the last 2 years. He gets better and better each game.
Gain of 24 for Jackson Sheffield. Tullahoma at the Hillwood 17. First and 10. Collins, handoff Sheffield. Sheffield right side. Sheffield tripped up just as he was headed to pay dirt, and it'll be a first and goal for Tullahoma at the 7.
Oh, it sure does. Just for a minute there inside the 10. Looked like he saw pay dirt and had an open field, but a nice cornerback came back and cut him in the leg there, made a good tackle there to keep him from scoring.
First
7.
and goal, Tullahoma at the Hillwood 7 with 9 minutes to go in the first half. Cats lead it 28-0. Wade Collins in at quarterback for Tullahoma. Jalen Hill, number 5, is slotted on the left side for the Wildcats. Sheffield the tailback. Sheffield straight up the middle. Big hole by the pancake posse, and Sheffield gets to the 1.
Just short, right at the shadow of the goal line there. So see if Tullahoma gives it to Sheffield again to finish off this drive.
Oh, yeah. Second and goal at the 1. Collins in the shotgun. Fumbled a football, and Collins kept it is what happened. Sheffield looked for it on the ground. Collins kept it and lost a yard.
Well, that's the age-old dilemma. You know, when you're down at the edge of the goal line, maybe just, snap it, try to go to the quarterback sneak, but I don't know how much they practice that with a second-string quarterback. Nonetheless, Tullahoma still got a couple of opportunities here to punch this one in, third down.
Third and goal at the Hillwood 3 for the Wildcats. As now it looks like Keyshawn Collins hands off to Sheffield, and Sheffield back down to the 1. Going to be fourth and goal for Tullahoma at the 1. So fourth down and goal, Tullahoma at the 1, leading 28-0 with 7.5 minutes to go in the half. You go for it.
Yeah, Caitlin Lane with the tackle, number 21 there for the Hilltoppers. So, so you're going to go either quarterback sneak or hand the ball to Sheffield, but we're going to do it from the pistol here, so quarterback not lined up under center.
Collins. Sheffield into the end zone for the touchdown. Jackson Sheffield scores from 1 yard away. Tullahoma's lead is 34-0. That was too easy. So let's see if Justice Chadwick keeps kicking, or if Grant comes in. This will be Justice with Collins to hold. Tomlin to snap. Kick is up, splits them. 7:02 to go in the first half. Tullahoma 35, Hillwood nothing. This is the Light Tube Sports Network.
Football time in Tennessee, and nobody tackles the competition like the Russell Barnett Automotive family. With 6 locations to serve you, certified collision center, over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from at russellbarnett.com. Hometown auto rental, limited lifetime powertrain warranty on certain units, certified pre-owned units. Too many reasons to mention why. Keep asking the question, why buy anywhere else?
Special place to eat, a place that makes you feel like home? If so, the Sundrop Shop is the place to go. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 8 to 3, the Sundrop Shop has a menu to satisfy everyone's taste buds. Their soup, sandwiches, salads, and breakfast are made from scratch, served all day long. And don't forget their selection of handmade frozen treats from milkshakes to sundaes. The Sundrop Shop is a proud sponsor of the Talk of T-Town and always enjoy celebrating the success of our Tullahoma students. Join us as we say,
Tullahoma moves 50 yards in 7 plays, using 3 minutes and 17 seconds off the clock, scoring on a 1-yard run by Jackson Sheffield. Every play of that drive was a Jackson Sheffield run, except the bobbled snap, which was a run by Collins.
Yeah. 4 offensive drives, 4 touchdowns.
So Chadwick's kick deep in the end zone. All Debo can do is catch it 5 yards deep.
I tell you, he's getting a workout tonight, and that's young Maddox Muse running out there and grabbing that tee after all these touchdowns, the ball boy for the Tullahoma Wildcats.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of work in. He's gonna need some replenishment when this game's over.
They're going to have to get him some new tennis shoes after doing all that running. 35-0. So really, Scott, if you look at this first half, a perfect first half so far for the Wildcats.
It really has been. Yeah. You know, you score every time you have the ball. You get a special teams touchdown. The other team doesn't have a first down. That's about the best you can do.
And maybe a deflected punt mixing in all that. You know?
I think Tomlin got his finger on that punt. I do. So Lamb try to get his offense going at the 20-yard line. Back to throw. Little screen pass complete to LeGrand. LeGrand's out to the 25. LeGrand got to the 27.
Well, that's one way to slow down a mean pass rush is to keep them honest with a little screen pass and middle screen, and did a good job there. Maybe just got back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe got a few yards out of it, 5 yards out of that one.
Gain of 5, that ties for the longest offensive play of the night for the Toppers.
Wow.
2nd and 5 at their 25-yard line. Lamb in the shotgun wants to hand it off to his tailback, and LeGrand has nothing, and he's still down.
Yeah, tackle made by number 54 for Tullahoma. That is Zach Swiger. Number 5 into the game at left corner. That's Jalen Hill for Tullahoma.
3rd and 5, Hilltoppers at the Hillwood 25. And the injured Toppers 27 or 1? You help me out there. That's 21.
That's Kylan Lane. This is a fullback outside linebacker.
Malik Grizzard in at a linebacker for the Wildcats. 80 is in at defensive back for Tullahoma. As Hillwood has it 3rd down and 5.
That's Zane Hopp. H-O-P-F.
3rd and 5. Lamb's to throw. Lamb's got some time. His pass is complete on the far sideline. What a great catch by Hillwood for their first first down, and that is Debo.
Yeah, spectacular catch. He looked like Debo Samuels on that one, the former great wide receiver with the South Carolina Gamecocks. He went up and high-pointed that football and tight-roped it on the sidelines. Did a good job of staying in bounds on that. Right on that, in front of that Wildcat bench.
So the first down of the night for Hillwood, their longest play of the night, 14 yards. 1st and 10, Toppers at the 39. Lamb rolls right. Lamb throw it out in the flat, incomplete.
Yeah, no chance. That pass intended for number 3 there, Rico McDowell. We'll get their first down of the game just inside the 6-minute mark of the second quarter.
5:38 to go in the first half. Tullahoma leading 35-0. Hillwood, 2nd and 10 at the 38. 39, spotted at the 39. Lamb hands it off. Just nothing inside. There's nothing inside running the ball for Hillwood as Tullahoma makes the play with Caden Bradford.
Yeah, Tullahoma just bigger, stronger, faster, more experienced, and they are, doing a good job of blending in, second and third teamers in here, and still dominant on defense. Number 22 trickles into the game at linebacker for Tullahoma. That's Sheffield in at linebacker, middle linebacker.
Hillwood 3rd and 11 at its 38. Lamb back to throw. Lamb being pressured. Pass over the middle, complete to Debo at midfield, and that will be enough for a Hillwood first down. So a gain of 12 and the first down for Hillwood. They've got a little something going here.
Cat safety Ethan Hargrove with the tackle there. But Debo, you're right. I mean, he just finds a little spot, and if Lamb can connect with him, he's going to pull it down. This guy's got good hands and good speed.
It's too good to be on this team.
Yeah, I agree.
Hillwood 1st and 10 at midfield.
None of these Toppers are still there. They're out there fighting. They're just outmanned every position, but they're out there battling.
Trying to get on the scoreboard, trailing 35-0. Lamb, split screen pass complete inside Tullahoma territory to the 47. Go the Toppers, a gain of 3.
Yeah, wrapped up there by Tomlin. Tomlin, a standout on the Tullahoma baseball team. We saw him several times this year, as are lots of these Wildcats are multi-sport athletes.
First trip inside Tullahoma territory for the Hilltoppers. They have it at the Wildcat 46-yard line with 3:45 left to go in the first half. Tullahoma leads 35-0. Grizzard and Sheffield in the middle of that defense at linebacker. Lamb hands it off. LeGrand, nothing. Maybe got a yard. First hit there by Grizzard.
Yeah, Grizzard broke through the line of scrimmage and put a helmet on him down low there and brought him down. So nice tackle there by Grizzard.
3rd and 6 for Hillwood at the 45. Call it 3rd and 5, Hillwood at the 45-yard line of Tullahoma. 3:10 to go in the first half.
Brock Stroop, left cornerback.
Three receivers to the left, one to the right for Lamb. Straight drop. Lamb looks over the middle, pass tipped, incomplete. Somebody got a hand on it there on that defensive line.
Yeah, Sheffield dove after it. The ball just landed between him and Grizzard. So thought he might have a chance at an interception for a second there, but the ball was just too far out front of him for him to dive and get the catch.
4th and 5 at the Tullahoma 5. You got to go for it if you're Hillwood, and the Toppers will go for it with 2:55 to go in the first half.
They're going to try to get the ball to LeGrand 10 or Debo number 6. It'll be their two weapons. They're probably going to target
Lamb,
him.
Straight drop over the middle. He's got intercepted. Tullahoma at the 30, 35-40, 45-50, 45-40, 35-30, 15. Cut back at the 15 to the 10, to the 7-yard line. That's 80, Ken. You told me that was
Zane Hoff.
Zane Hoff intercepted it and returned it about 60 yards.
Yeah, I think that pass was intended for Debo, and he just circumvents it, makes the pickup. But what did he do after he got the ball in his hands? What a return. Interception return on that one in the open field, man. Run after the catch there by number 80, Zane Hoff. And we saw him intercept the pass against Franklin County in the scrimmage earlier this year at Wilkins Stadium, but he gets one for real in live game action. Congratulations, number 80. Great play, young man.
First and goal, Tullahoma at the Hillwood 7. Nathan DeLauder is in at quarterback, 5'11", 170 sophomore. DeLauder hands it off to, new running back, and he got leveled. That was 27, Tucker. Colby Tucker got leveled. No gain on the play.
Well, Cats already with 35 points here. They have 2:20 to go left in the first half. All their timeouts, plenty of time to maybe get one more here with the subs. It's the skill positions.
DeLauder from the gun, bobbles the snap. DeLauder's going to pull it down and run, and no gain on the play.
Well, that play blown up there. So this defense trying to bow up for the Hilltoppers inside the 10-yard line here. Cats at the 7-yard line.
Tomlin and Grizzard are split wide to the left. With Tucker, Colby Tucker, the tailback. In motion, there's a shuffle pass. It's incomplete. That's an incomplete pass. That's an incomplete pass. Ball's on the ground. Hillwood thinks they have it. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, the line judge over here on this side is pointing that it's the ball of the Hilltoppers, but of course, shuffle pass goes an incomplete pass all day long.
So it will be 4th down and goal at the 7. Let's see if Tullahoma kicks a field goal. I would.
Well, that field goal 27-yarder last week by Justice Chadwick was the difference maker in that 3-point win over Pearl Cone, and he can boot him, but it looks like he's going to stay on the sidelines right here.
4th and goal. Cat's going to go for it with DeLauder at quarterback, Tucker at tailback. 4th and goal at the 7. Handoff, Tucker to the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give him 6. Touchdown, Colby Tucker from 7 yards away.
Well, Colby Tucker gets his first touchdown rush of the season. The Wildcats now have had 4 different running backs carry the football, so it looks like kind of Florida State's old team. They used to accuse Bobby Bow to run the score up 66-0. But if you're doing it with your 3rd and 4th string running backs, it's not running the score up. Those guys got to play too.
Got to play your offense.
That's right.
Tullahoma didn't throw the ball.
That's right.
Well, actually they did, but it was incomplete. So Grant Chadwick will now get an opportunity to kick the point after. Offsides against Hillwood. Tullahoma will decline it. So Tomlin to snap. Collins to hold. Grant Chadwick to kick it. There's the snap. Good hold. Kick is no good. 1:25 to go in the half. Tullahoma 41, Hillwood nothing. This is the Light Tube Sports Network.
Furniture and Merchandise Outlet is a factory direct furniture store based here in Tennessee. Family owned and operated for 27 years, we promise you hometown service and the guaranteed best price in the state every time. Come see our 30,000 square foot showroom with a warehouse to match, and we'll help you shop for every room in your home. Thank you, Tullahoma, for voting us Finest Furniture Store 3 years in a row. We look forward to many more.
Never miss your favorite shows again. For an additional $12 a month, along with your digital television service, LightTube Cloud DVR lets you record up to 8 programs at the same time. Receive 500 gigabytes of cloud storage and whole home DVR. Call TUA Customer Service to add LightTube Cloud DVR to your digital television service today at 455-4515.
Tullahoma leads Hillwood 41-0. The Wildcats drive 7 yards in 4 plays. Score on a 7-yard run by Colby Tucker. Tullahoma leads 41-0 with 1:25 to go in the half. Grant Chadwick's kick will be taken by Debo at the 10. 15. Tried to do a little too much. Got out to the 17-yard line. Kim, when you're the best player on the team, it's hard not to try to do too much.
Well, I tell you what, Colby Tucker just made the tackle on that play. So how's that for a sequence? You take a 4th and 7 touchdown burst in to get your first varsity touchdown, then you make the tackle on Debo on the return and keep him short of the 20-yard line. But really the key to that last touchdown drive, which was a very short one for Tullahoma, was that Zane Hoff spectacular interception and return down to the 7-yard line. And, Tullahoma converts the turnover and turns it into points. So 41-0 lead, near perfect first half for the Tullahoma Wildcats.
The more I think about where Hoff was, I think that's about a 70-yard interception
Man, he went
return.
a long way. Fantastic return.
Lamb back to throw. Here comes pressure. Lamb scrambles to his right. Pass is incomplete. Well played by Tullahoma's Stroop defending that pass.
Yes, Stroop arrives just about the same time the ball does. Pass intended for number 4. That's Cedric Owen. Tullahoma still has its goose egg intact. Now, as we said pregame, Hillwood, they went 4.5 games now with 0 points. And one drive inside Tullahoma territory tonight, only one.
Back to throw. Pass is complete out there to LeGrand at the 23, a gain of 6.
And these Tullahoma DBs on these receivers, no secret what they're going to be doing, throwing the ball. You're down 41 points. The threat of a run's all but gone. They're passing every play, so defensive line just pinning their ears back. But Tullahoma's coverage and secondary has been very tight. If a guy does make a catch, he goes down quick.
Hillwood, 3rd down and 4 at the Topper 23. Lamb handed off. Round the right side. Did not make it. Didn't get to the 25, much less the 27.
Yeah, Jackson Sheffield, Tullahoma running back, he's relishing this opportunity to lay the lumber to guys because he normally has the lumber laid to him, running the ball, getting hit. Now he wants to return the favor and hit some guys on carrying the ball instead of being the one hit carrying the ball.
4th and 4, Hillwood. The ball rests on the Topper 24, and they will punt with 32 seconds to go in the half. Back to receive that punt. Help me.
Malik Grizzard. Yes, sir.
Yes.
So that now Tullahoma's 3rd punt returner into the game. They've used 3 quarterbacks, 4 running backs, now 3 kick returners on punts.
Hillwood struggling to get the right alignment on the field. There's the snap. Punt is away. Nice high kick. Hits right at the sideline and bounces out of bounds. Tullahoma will have it at the Wildcat 45. .23 seconds left to go as the punt goes out of bounds. So Tullahoma probably just take a knee here at the Wildcat 45. I wouldn't. I would throw the bomb.
Oh, mercy.
Bomb. I don't. I
no
would
mercy
not.
from you, man. You're like Cobra Kai. You like them guys on Cobra Kai.
Right.
No mercy,
right.
man.
No mercy. No, if I'm Tullahoma, I don't want that mercy clock stopped in the second half. So I want to put on all the points I can in the first half. Wildcats with Parton at quarterback again. He'll shuffle pass to Jalen Hill. Hill spins at the 45 and gets out to the 47.
That may go ahead and turn the clock out. That may be the last play of the half here.
It will be. We've played 24 minutes here at Hillwood High School, and it has been all Tullahoma. At the half in this Region 5 4A contest, your score, Tullahoma 41, Hillwood nothing. You're watching and listening to Tullahoma Wildcat football on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Looking for that special place to eat, a place that makes you feel like home? If so, the Sundrop Shop is the place to go. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 8 to 3, the Sundrop Shop has a menu to satisfy everyone's taste buds. Their soup, sandwiches, salads, and breakfast are made from scratch, served all day long. And don't forget their selection of handmade frozen treats from milkshakes to sundaes. The Sundrop Shop is a proud sponsor of the Talk of T-Town and always enjoy celebrating the success of our Tullahoma students. Join us as we say,
Dentistry understands you never get a second chance to make a good first impression, and your smile is an important part of that impression. That's why they put together the most experienced, friendly, and professional staff. Add to that the most sophisticated diagnostic and treatment technology available. The result is a winning smile so powerful you could break ice with it. Visit the smile experts at Glick & Woods Family Dentistry and let your smile be the first thing people notice about you. Glick & Woods Family Dentistry, glickandwoods.com, or find them on Facebook.
Welcome back to Hillwood High School in Nashville, Tennessee. We are at the half where the Tullahoma Wildcats lead the Hillwood Toppers 41-0 here in Nashville. Some scores from around the area. Scores of interest. Lebanon leads Shelbyville 16-8 in the second quarter. Oakland leads Blackman 35-14 at halftime. Sequatchie County over Community 7-0 at halftime. Forest leads Cascade 7-0. That's a first quarter score. Cornersville leads Fayetteville 8-6. That's a third quarter score. Pearl Cone over Glencliff 48-0 at the half. Richland leads Mount Pleasant 20-0 in the second quarter. And here Franklin County leads Lincoln County 28-7 in the second quarter. Page leads Columbia 21-7 second quarter. Here Tullahoma leads Hillwood 41-0. My partner Ken Keller has been riding nonstop since the half started. Ken, it's 41-0. What possible intensive, eye-catching notes do you have for tonight's contest?
Just reviewing the keys to victory tonight to see where Tullahoma was at on accomplishing those purposes. Man, I got check marks all over the place, green check marks at that. Tullahoma wanted to get the mercy clock invoked, and they've done that, to get Hillwood to tap out. Man, they've just dominated this first half. So T for tap out, I think they've accomplished that. Number two, assist the backups. Tullahoma's played 3 quarterbacks in this first half, 4 tailbacks, 3 return men in the kicking game. I think the backups are doing a great job both offensively and defensively. We saw Zane Hopf in the secondary defensive back make an excellent interception and return down to the 7-yard line. And then really we talked about tonight, phase 2 begins. When we look at the big picture, Scott, the first half of the regular season, 5-0, perfect. Big win last week against Pearl Cone. Phase 2 in effect starting tonight. We want to win the next 5. There's really not anybody on the schedule that should beat us. Hopefully we can get a 10-0 regular season. We do take them one game at a time. And then phase 3, the playoffs. You want to be geared up and healthy for then. Hopefully we get Brody Melton back. And, after that high ankle sprain, he'll be back here in a few weeks too, and this team will be at full strength again. So we're checking the marks off tonight, man. That's I feel good about what we got. And I know the fan base and these coaches and players, all these people that traveled here and watching back home on LightTube are very excited about the prospects of as each week, it gets more exciting as the Cats continue to win and stay unbeaten. Lots of fun.
So Tullahoma will kick off to begin the third quarter, leading Hillwood 41-0. Next week, we'll be back at home. Entering tonight, Montgomery Central's undefeated. They're playing Greenbrier right now, tied 6-6 in the second quarter. But that's who we get next week. Back at Wilkins Stadium.
Yeah, want to fill that stadium up, and, build on that momentum that the home crowd gave us in that Pearl Cone game just last week and that big win. Probably the biggest regular season win Tullahoma's potentially ever had. You know, you talk about a game being big in the regular season. You can't underestimate the fact of it, you know, for home field implications later on in the playoff against a very good Firebird team, possibly.
Tullahoma will be moving
Rematch.
left to right in this third quarter, leading 41-0. A missed extra point by Grant Chadwick, the only blemish for the Wildcats. Hillwood got, I think, 3 first downs in the first half. They had one little drive that ended with a Zane Hoff interception. He returned it about 70 yards.
Scott, it's topper time.
Topper time here at Hillwood High School.
According to that PA announcer, it is. What time is it? It's topper time.
Chadwick's kick, and that's Justice's kick, goes into the end zone for the touchback. So is it wrong of me, the stat keeper, to not keep stats in the second half of a 41-0 game?
No,
Kent, should I feel guilty?
No, do not feel guilty. I went ahead and put my handy-dandy green ink pen down because I knew that green was going to be for go tonight. We was going to get lots of touchdowns, and I'm just going to write, you know, at what juncture we scored on and who scored, you know, from. That's all I'm going to write. No more notes for me, but just sit back and enjoy this and, you know, see if somehow Hillwood can break this shutout. They haven't scored in 4.5 ball games now, and you want the shutout, but Hillwood wants to score. We'll see what gives here in the second half.
Like Tullahoma's starting defense back on the field. And Hillwood will run it over left tackle and lose a couple. That is LeGrand.
Well, we do look forward to that Montgomery Central game next weekend and be able to get back home. And they've had a pretty good season thus far. Scott, you say they're a paper lion.
I'll say they're a paper tiger.
A paper tiger. Paper tiger.
That means they look great on paper. But they haven't played anybody. They played Hillwood and Glencliff and Creekwood and Greenbrier tonight. If they can get past Greenbrier, though, they'll be undefeated. You got to respect an undefeated opponent.
That's right.
Be another big game next week at Wilkins Stadium. Tullahoma's first-team defense in here to start this third quarter. And Lamb is going to try to run it around the right side, and they just got nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. No gain on the play. 3rd and 11, Hillwood at their 19.
Too much speed and pursuit by this relentless Wildcat defense. These Cardinal helmets running to the football and tackling well, playing good. You know, they had a shutout last week in the first half against Pearl Cone, 21-0. You know, had some short fields. They gave up a couple touchdowns that second half. Tullahoma holds it off for the victory.
Lamb to throw. Here comes Taylor. Pass downfield is almost picked off. Landon Fouch got a hand on it. Good job by the intended Hillwood receiver to kind of break it up. Fouch almost got a pick.
Yeah, pass intended for Cedric Owens. Got some pretty good speed, number 4. But Fouch just had a height advantage on him, and really the shorter receiver had no chance on that one, getting his hands on the ball.
So Malik Grizzard to return the punt for Tullahoma, standing at the Hillwood 45.
Clock rolls, 9:22 remaining in the third quarter.
Hillwood's going to end up punting 10 times tonight. There's the punt. Grizzard kind of lets it bounce out of bounds. Tullahoma will have the ball in Hillwood territory. Be interesting to see whether the Wildcats put in at quarterback here to start this third quarter. Go the rest of the way with the backup offense. No, it looks like the Wildcats are going to have Evan Tomlin at running back. Wade Collins is the quarterback.
That's running back number 5 tonight for these Wildcats to log a carry.
Tomlin breaks a tackle at the 45, 40, 35, 30.
Mercy.
Evan Tomlin down to the 17-yard line.
Wow.
Tullahoma first down and 10. Well, we've seen Evan Tomlin. We saw his speed last year on defense. And in baseball.
Yes.
He was often a pinch runner and that sort of thing. But, man, great quickness running that football. And that posse opened it up.
Well, I'll tell you what kind of athlete he is. He started on the high school baseball team at shortstop this year. Played lots of games at shortstop as a sophomore, so quite a ball player, quite an athlete.
Hand off Tomlin again. Tomlin down to the 12.
So the future looks bright. That's one thing we talked about was assess the backups, because this is your future team. And as a coach, you want to develop your players, so you want to coach your second, third stringers, and fourth stringers, your entire team, as hard as you do your starters. There's no let off the way that you coach them. You demand excellence from them. Everybody do your job. You have a role to play, and if you're faithful with what you're given, then you'll be given more, and that's what these coaches expect out of each one of these Wildcats.
Cats line it up, 2nd down and 6. High snap for Collins, but he gets it to Tomlin. Tomlin races to the left into the end zone for the touchdown. Evan Tomlin.
Time to get the green pen back out, Scott.
From 8 yards away, Tomlin scores the touchdown for the Wildcats. In there on offensive line, Jackson Bennett, 6'1", 220 junior for Tullahoma. So we're getting a lot of looks at next year's Wildcat team. Grant Chadwick to attempt the point after on the hold from Collins. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 6:28 to go in the third quarter. Tullahoma 48, Hillwood nothing. This is the Light Tube Sports Network.
Woodard's Diamonds and Design has a new location, and our design team is ready to help you kick off the fall season. Let's go! Stop by and let our design team help you score a touchdown with the perfect gift from Woodard's. Touchdown!
A supporter of Tullahoma football. Let's go.
Grant Chadwick's kickoff is taken at the 10, out to the 15. This is Owens out to the 32-yard line. Goes Cedric Owens, and Hillwood will have it there at the 32, trailing 48-0. Again, the mercy clock is running, so there's already 5:50 left to go in the third quarter. It will only stop for scores, penalties, and timeouts. Injuries.
Yeah, Scott, I believe Tullahoma's had 4 running backs, 5 ball carriers tonight. Colby Tucker scored a touchdown. We got Evan Tomlin. We got Jackson Sheffield scored, and Keyshawn Cummings. That's 4 running back touchdowns tonight.
That's domination in the running game.
It sure is.
And it's good to see the quickness out of those young runners.
It sure is.
Stroop. Tomlin.
Owen Stroop, yeah. And I think he almost had one fell down right at the shadow of the goal line.
Then seemed to get dinged up a little bit. Back to pass. Pass is tipped and caught by Hillwood. It's intercepted Tullahoma. And all the way down the far sideline.
I think it's Big Cam, Big 71.
Well, the PA announcer tells us Eli Morgan got that interception on a tip pass for Tullahoma. So the Wildcats are going to have it 1st and goal inside the 10-yard line.
Not sure. I thought it might have been Cam Robinson, 71, but was on the far side of the field. Hard for us to see there, but nonetheless, another turnover for this Wildcat defense, Scott.
Nathan DeLauder back in at quarterback for the Cats. Timeout, Hillwood. 4:25 to go, third quarter. Tullahoma leads 48-0 on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Body Shop was voted Never's Choice Small Business of the Year by the Tullahoma Area Chamber of Commerce for 2016, and we work daily to earn that award from every one of our customers. We specialize in using the most current technology available, including environmentally friendly waterborne paint. We work with all insurance companies and will gladly help you with any insurance claims or questions you may have. Call us at 931-455-2570 or come by our new office located at 606 South Jefferson Street. Be sure to look for
After the interception, the Wildcats will line it up at the Hillwood, looks like about the 9-yard line, with DeLauder at quarterback. DeLauder, handoff. No, he kept it. What a great ball fake by Nathan DeLauder. Touchdown, Tullahoma. Nathan DeLauder gets his first touchdown as a Wildcat. And, Ken, you can see it's exciting for these substitute players when they can get in and score.
Oh, no doubt. And, we talked about, again, I referenced it in the second quarter, but Bobby Bowden got, he got ridiculed for, teams would accuse him of running the score up. But, he said, look, I'm scoring touchdowns for my third and fourth stringers. You can't tell them to quit playing. It's football. You play the game.
Running the ball up the middle.
That's right.
I mean, that's all you can do.
Running the ball up the middle. Off tackle.
Grant Chadwick's kick is up, and it is good. 4:11 to go in the third quarter. Tullahoma 55, Hillwood nothing. This is the Light Tube Sports Network.
Furniture and Merchandise Outlet is a factory direct furniture store based here in Tennessee. Family owned and operated for 27 years, we promise you hometown service and the guaranteed best price in the state every time. Come see our 30,000 square foot showroom with a warehouse to match, and we'll help you shop for every room in your home. Thank you, Tullahoma, for voting us Finest Furniture Store 3 years in a row. We look forward to many more.
Light Tube specifically played into our mission when we separated from our parent company and became an employee stock ownership program. We had to be disconnected from a large network and exist on our own. We needed relatively high speed connectivity, which we got at about a 200% discount with Light Tube. Businesses can get beyond what most businesses in the country can get from Light Tube as far as internet connectivity.
At halftime, Greenbrier and Montgomery Central are still tied at 6. And Chadwick's kick goes into the end zone. That's Grant Chadwick's kickoff for the touchback. All Tullahoma kickoffs have been touchbacks except one. So Mercy clock is running with 3:25 to go, and everybody just enjoying a pleasant Friday night here in Nashville.
We're laying back on the
back fence
chain link fence here, and the Wildcats are rolling double nickels tonight, Scott, 55-0.
Hillwood fans very accepting of their defeat, and they told us when we came in here that we were going to win big.
Yeah.
The Hillwood fans did.
And in more ways than one.
And we are. Yeah, in more words than one.
Yes, in more words
with a few
than
choice words,
yes,
they told us.
Yes, indeed.
Lamb back to throw, and his pass is incomplete, way over Debo's head.
Debo just standing in place saying, man, where was you throwing that ball to?
Well, and
bless his heart.
And Lamb is an extremely inaccurate
passer,
Ken. You got to wonder how he's the best quarterback. We saw a kid down here on the field before the game throwing the ball better than Lamb does.
He definitely uncorks it, early because he don't want to get hit by those big linemen, man. They're pinning their ears back right now. This Wildcat defensive rush has been a force all night long.
Lamb hands it off. Nothing. That's 74. That's Big Miller for the Wildcats.
Miller swallowed him up.
Mason Miller, 6'1", 235, sophomore.
Jumped all over him, gobbled him up.
44 getting some playing time for the Cats. We don't even have him on the roster. That's a freshman. Stroop in that defensive backfield along with Tomlin. No, that's 85. Jaden Sanchez, 6 foot 150 sophomore. Lamb to throw. He's just going to sling it deep. to the Hillwood sideline, and it'll be 4th down for the Toppers.
Brock Stroop in coverage along with 85 for Tullahoma. That's Jaden Sanchez, a sophomore. So Tullahoma, playing the
on that defensive line, Eli Morgan, 6'2", 240, sophomore. Hillwood set to punt here on 4th and 12.
Quality PT for this entire Tullahoma roster tonight.
Nice punt. Back to return that kick for the Cats is 36. Another player we don't have on the roster, another freshman. So Tullahoma dressed some guys tonight, knowing they might get an opportunity to get a little varsity action.
Well, we may need to get an updated roster from these Wildcats because we could have a couple more games like this year.
Freshman season's probably about over.
Yeah.
25 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Tullahoma leading 55-0. We'll be back at home next week facing Montgomery Central. Kickoff 7 o'clock at Wilkins Stadium. As this game will move into the fourth quarter. Our score after 3, Tullahoma 55, Hillwood nothing. This is the Light Tube Sports Network.
Stroop here with Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. We'd like to take this time to thank everybody for trusting us with their home and their business heating and cooling comfort. We'd like to take this time to remind everybody it's time for fall maintenance checks. They're taking appointments right now. We also would like to congratulate the 2022 class at Tullahoma High School seniors. Special shout out to 2 of those, which are our grandchildren, Mary Catherine and Owen Stroop. Let's go, Wildcat.
Football time and Tennessee, and nobody tackles the competition like the Russell Barnett Automotive family. With 6 locations to serve you, certified collision center, over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from at russellbarnett.com. Hometown auto rental, limited lifetime powertrain warranty on certain units, certified pre-owned units. Too many reasons to mention why. Keep asking the question, why buy anywhere else?
So Tullahoma with the football in the backfield is 42 for the Wildcats. That's Jack Dameron, 5'9", 165 sophomore. Dameron picks up 12 yards on his first carry.
Well, by my count, I think that's six
running backs.
Yes, indeed. Nice run there by Jack.
Wade
Jack
Collins
Dameron
in there, quarterback.
PA announcer calling Jack out as a sophomore down there in Tullahoma, doing a fine job. He got called in relief tonight. His buddy was sick and tabbed him, and he's filling in as a substitute, doing a fine job on the PA system. You folks might be able to hear him on TV over your speakers.
Handoff once again, Wildcats over the right side. For a gain of about 8 is Dameron. There's a flag on the play. I think this one's coming back.
Well, knock on wood, but very few penalties tonight thrown in the game, so a relatively clean game by the Wildcats. They've only had a couple penalties tonight. Done a good job of that. This clock continues to roll. 10:45 left in the contest. The Cats up 55-0. Scott, your Tennessee Vols go to Missouri tomorrow. What are you looking for? 3-point dogs.
3-point dogs. I think Tennessee's going to beat Missouri. I feel like it's time for the Volunteers to play a game where they don't make a bunch of mistakes, where the receivers catch balls, and where the quarterbacks don't overthrow every open receiver. So I think it's time for Tennessee to play its best game of the year and beat Missouri in Columbus. Handoff Dameron. Dameron powers out to the 49-yard line of Tullahoma, a gain of 4. 2nd down and 14 for the Cats at the Tullahoma 49.
My brothers and I will be leaving at 6 a.m. in the morning to venture to Tuscaloosa to watch Lane Kiffin and the Ole Miss Rebels in the 2:30 CBS game, Battle Alabama. That should be a great contest, too. Those two teams combined for over 100 points last year in their game.
Well, that's Big 12 football.
Yeah, it seems like it, doesn't it?
So 100 points tomorrow, you think?
I don't think quite that many, but I think it could hit 80s. We'll see.
Dameron stacked up. Oh, this was Cameron Nelms, 5'8", 150 sophomore. That's running back number 7 or 8 for Tullahoma. Nelms gets the carry for the Wildcats. It's 3rd down and 16.
33 into the contest. Let's get some numbers, 32 and 33.
Well, I have been given numbers, Ken, just in case you missed it.
Liam Grider, 32, and Bo Banks, 33 into the game.
They are split wide to the left on 3rd and 16. Does Wade Collins get a chance to throw a pass here? 3rd and 16, you kind of want to convert.
I think it's a passing down. Let's see. Nope.
Collins hands it to Nelms. Nelms stacked up and dropped for a loss.
Well, 55 points up, you're certainly not going to throw the ball right there, the more you think of it, and just hand it off to running back number 7 and see what happens.
And what happened was a 4-yard loss.
Yes.
And 4th down and 18 for the Wildcats at the Tullahoma 46. 8:10 to go, 55-0 Tullahoma. Wildcats have come here to Hillwood, done exactly what they needed to do, Ken. No injury. We kind of saw Stroop hobble off a little bit, but other than that, no injuries. Tullahoma punts for the first time, and Hillwood lets it take a Tullahoma roll all the way down to the Topper 8-yard line.
Well, Debo wanted to grab that ball. He was flirting with danger on that one. He stuck his hands out right when he got up to him and then pulled him back at the last second. Smart decision by number 6
that
for
was a heck of a
Hillwood.
punt by
Sure
Grant
was.
Chadwick.
I think the football turned over, didn't it?
So spotted at the 8-yard line for the Toppers.
Georgia and Arkansas battle tomorrow in Athens between the hedges. That's going to be a good game. And they play at 11 o'clock, and so does Tennessee and Missouri.
Georgia's going to step on their throat with a hobnail boot.
Yeah.
I like Georgia pretty big over Arkansas
Their defense
tomorrow.
is really stout. May have the best defense in the country.
I mean, Arkansas's look good.
Yes, they have.
Just not sure they've looked quite that good. Georgia's a whole different animal. They aren't Texas A&M.
True.
Lamb has gone all the way at quarterback for Hillwood. And the Toppers have got a runner loose down the near sideline. Finally driven out of bounds at the Hillwood 35-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. Where's this man been all night?
Nice play by Jaden Sanchez, 6 foot 150 sophomore. Well, Hillwood's playing the same players they've been playing the whole game, Ken.
Yeah, they've thrown the ball exclusively, probably 60-70%, and hardly tried to run the ball at all. But he broke loose that time, made a good run there for number 21 on that one.
These are called garbage yards, and they'll count against Tullahoma's defense. Bryson Steverson in for the Wildcats, 6'1", 185 sophomore. Steverson on that defensive line. Bo Banks is a corner. This is LeGrand. LeGrand breaking tackles. Broke the first two, not the third. Nice form tackle that time by 82 Steverson. Great form tackle by Steverson.
It sure was.
He's got good height at that defensive end spot. He's gonna slide right in there next year.
Yep, we're getting a glimpse of the future tonight for Tullahoma.
Colby Tucker and Jack Dameron in at linebacker for the Wildcats. 5:20 left to go. Hillwood 2nd and 8. Lamb. Here comes the pressure. Lamb just throws it backwards. It's a live football, and it's been picked up by a Hillwood lineman all the way back at the 23-yard line. So Lamb, Kenny's trying to throw it forward, but he threw it backward. Big loss for the Hilltop.
Yeah, and Tucker slings the guy that recovered a fumble, 57, out of bounds onto the ground, onto the turf. So I think 82 calls that fumble for Tullahoma if we have a number on that young man, or a name on that young man.
Well, we do. I've said it a couple of times.
You have said it a couple of times. Bryson Steverson. I believe he calls the fumble on that one.
DeCarlos Slaughter in at defensive line, 5'11", 250 sophomore.
Mercy clock runs, 4:29 left.
Man in motion. Handoff Hillwood, near sideline. This is Debo making all kind of moves, and Debo gets out to the 50. There's a flag on the play. At the end of the play, could be a face mask. Debo's going to throw his hand up for a first down, Ken, down 55-0.
Yeah, he's excited. That biggest run of the game, biggest play of the game, probably for the Hilltoppers, but way too little, too late, down 55-0. So looked like that call is going against the Cats to move it 15 more yards. So the Tullahoma Scott, they have 2 turnovers tonight. They have a punt return touchdown. They played everybody, so
that's what you want.
That's what you want. Perfect recipe for this.
I'll talk with Wildcat head coach John Olive down on the field after the game. 3:30 left to go, 55-0 Cats. Hillwood first down. Lamb runs it over right tackle, and Lamb driven out of bounds at the 36. So Lamb down to the 35 of Tullahoma with 3:05 left to go.
Grant Allen with a tackle for the Wildcats. .258 left.
We'll be at home next week. Montgomery Central comes to Wilkins Stadium. Hillwood first down and 10 at the Tullahoma 35. Handoff, nothing doing. Loss of 1.
Cats defense wanting to preserve a shutout here. If Hillwood doesn't score in the last 2 minutes and 30 seconds, this will be their 5th straight shutout in a row where they have not scored a point.
Shocking. Till you get to Glencliff.
Yeah.
We play them last game of the year. They may have 8 or 9 shutouts in a row.
Yeah, they might.
Getting shut out tonight. 2:12 to go. 55-0. Lamb back to throw. Lamb, little screen pass, set up well to Debo. Debo's got room on the right side. Debo making would-be tacklers miss. And this Hillwood crowd comes to life as the Hilltoppers score.
As Debo goes nuts, flying off like a airplane off the field with his arms out.
So the streak is over. The scoreless streak is over. Got to be happy for the Toppers.
Yeah, well, you saw, I mean, this young man, Tullahoma has done a great job of containing Debo tonight, man. We would, the media people for Hillwood touted this young man before the game, said watch him with the ball in the open field, and we saw a glimpse of that right there. Excellent run after catch there by the young man for the touchdown.
So Hillwood gets lined up for the extra point, something they haven't done in quite a while. Snap is down. Kick is up. He missed it. 1:53 to go. Tullahoma 55, Hillwood 6. This is the Light Tube Sports Network.
Citizens Tri-County Bank has the checking, loans, savings, and traditional banking services you want. Plus free internet banking and bill pay. Bank your change, Visa gift card, and lots more state-of-the-art banking services. We focus on the service and services you want. So you can bank when, where, and how you want. At our offices, or from just about anywhere. Citizens Tri-County Bank, the only community bank you'll ever need.
Woods Family Dentistry understands you never get a second chance to make a good first impression, and your smile is an important part of that impression. That's why they put together the most experienced, friendly, and professional staff. Add to that the most sophisticated diagnostic and treatment technology available. The result is a winning smile so powerful you could break ice with it. Visit the smile experts at Glick & Woods Family Dentistry and let your smile be the first thing people notice about you. Glick & Woods Family Dentistry, glickandwoods.com, or find them on Facebook.
So I go down, talk with Coach Olive. Ken will try to recap this scoring for you, as I think Tullahoma can just take a knee and finish this thing out. I don't think the Wildcats have to run another play. Although I'm sure some young Wildcats would love to have a chance at a kick return. As out there for Tullahoma's 21, don't have him. 35, Xavier Holland, 5'8", 140 sophomore.
Debo Kennard averts the shutout for the Hilltoppers with a nice catch, cut across the grain in open field, and he smelled the end zone and reached pay dirt. Gives Hillwood 6 points.
Kickoff for Hillwood is taken at the 20, out to the 30. 35 to the 37 goes Tullahoma again. We apologize. Don't have 21 on the roster. And the mercy clock runs now. Let's see if Tullahoma even really runs a play or just takes a knee. I'll talk with Wildcat head coach John Olive down on the field after the game.
No.
Hillwood calls a timeout with 59 seconds to go. Cats lead at 55-0 on the Light Tube Sports Network.
Body Shop was voted Never's Choice Small Business of the Year by the Tullahoma Area Chamber of Commerce for 2016, and we work daily to earn that award from every one of our customers. We specialize in using the most current technology available, including environmentally friendly waterborne paint. We work with all insurance companies and will gladly help you with any insurance claims or questions you may have. Call us at 931-455-2570 or come by our new office located at 606 South Jefferson Street. Be sure to look.
Whether it's a home loan, a business loan, a personal loan, a loan for any good reason, Citizens Tri-County Bank is here to help you with the loans you need. With caring, friendly, lending pros at convenient offices across Tullahoma, we love our community and we take pride in helping people get the loans they need. Citizens Tri-County Bank, focused on making loans for the individuals and businesses of our community.
State-of-the-art services. We focus on the services and service you want. You can bank, so you can bank where and how you want to. At our offices or just about anywhere. Citizens Tri-County Bank, the only community bank you will ever need.
Penalty against Tullahoma. And the Wildcats will have it at their 33-yard line. I don't think Tullahoma has to run another play. I wouldn't.
No.
If I was them. And they will not. You can wrap this one in cardinal and black. The Tullahoma Wildcats have beaten the Hillwood Hilltoppers by a score of 55-6. I'll talk with John Olive in just a moment. Ken, stick around for Ken's wrap-up right here on the Light Tube Sports Network.
So we are in Hillwood. Tullahoma has just defeated Hillwood 55-6. Hillwood averts the shutout, scoring in the last 2 minutes of the game on a Debo Kennard touchdown to avert the shutout with 1:53 to go in the contest. So Scott Chastain is going down to get a quick chat with Coach John Olive as the Wildcats record moves and improves to 6-0 as they are unbeaten on the season. They are now 4-0 in Region 5 4A action. So a tremendous season in play here for the Tullahoma Wildcats. Tullahoma exploded for 28 first quarter points. They led 41-0 at the half, playing a near flawless first half, except for just a missed PAT at the end of the second quarter. Tullahoma led 55-0 after 3 quarters of play. And then in the fourth quarter, they did give up a touchdown. So the running clock got going quickly tonight as Tullahoma did what they needed to do. They dominated this contest and took care of business. So scoring recap, Tullahoma played lots of players as they're jumping jacks on the field. Very excited for their team here as they celebrate this win. Another region contest. They go 4-0 and stay unbeaten on the season overall at 6-0, 4-0 in region play. So in the first quarter, Tullahoma started this game out at the 47-yard line and had great field position on a nice kickoff return. They scored their first touchdown, a 12-yard run by Keyshawn Cummings at the 9:05 mark of the first quarter, capping a 2-minute, 55-second opening drive. They did have a nice catch and pass on that drive from Ryan Scott to Joe Duncan. Tullahoma tacks on their second touchdown of the night at the 6:47 mark. This time a touchdown rush by Jackson Sheffield. Cass led 14-0. Later in the first quarter, Tullahoma scored touchdown number 3. Owen Stroop had 3 nice runs on the drive, and Tullahoma scored their third touchdown as Cummings scored again for the Wildcats to give them a 21-0 lead. PATs by Justice Chadwick were good on all 3 of those touchdowns. Tullahoma scores again in the first quarter on a punt return touchdown by Chris Usselton. An amazing run. He fielded the punt on one hop and scurried in for the touchdown, 28-0. So we have
just always put me toward the
John Olive on the field here with Scott Chastain, the winning coach, and we're ready for our interview as soon as we can get the seat.
We're down on the field here at Hillwood High School after Tullahoma's 55-6 win over the Hilltoppers. Coach, you don't want to ever overlook an opponent, but this is what your team was supposed to do tonight. I thought they really took care of business.
I thought it was a pretty clean win. I mean, the first offense I don't think had a penalty. First defense, I'm not sure. We may have had one at the most. That's pretty clean. And when it's 28-0 at the end of the first quarter, meant that they showed up ready to play. Very emotional game last week. We knew we would not be emotionally charged like we were last week. So we talked all week long. It's a lunch pail game. You pack your lunch, you can go to work. And it's work. It's time to, and all during this week in practice, you're putting stuff in that lunch pail to carry with you to show up and go to work. You and I both know there's days when you don't want to get up and go to work, but you do because you've learned that lesson. It's a lunch pail day. That's what this is.
I think you had 8 running backs carry the ball, 4 punt returners, all 3 quarterbacks played. You got touchdowns from Evan Tomlin, folks like that. It's just great to see those young players. I especially like the fact that you brought Collins in with the rest of the first team for a series or 2 there. That's valuable experience.
We think so. And, next week, I really feel like, I don't know what their score is tonight, but I really feel like it'll be the 3rd undefeated team coming to Wilkins Stadium. And we'll have to be ready to try to keep doing what we've been doing, and that's winning football games and keep ourselves first place in the region. And then we can use maybe a couple of ball games as we close out the year to try to keep building that depth.
We had them 6-6 at halftime. That's the last thing we heard. Either way, though, Coach, great win here in Nashville. We've been here before. We understand they're building a new school, so don't know if we'll ever be back here or not. But a great win tonight. I know you want to get on the bus and head to homes. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
John Olive, a winner tonight, 55-6 over the Hillwood Hilltoppers. That's going to do it for us. For our Light Tube crew, Chris Barstad, our producer, and Ken Keller, I'm Scott Chastain. Be good to each other.